Keith, a scrappy British chap wearing a face mask, looks off into the distance while stroking his handsome chin hairs. Kenyon, a thicker-built southern gentleman with a neck gaiter, scratches his head as he sits next to Keith and looks at him with a raised brow. Kenyon finally taps Keith on the shoulder, who turns to look at the camera. Keith, a scrappy British chap with a salt and peppered and otherwise distinguished-looking goatee, looks off into the distance while stroking his handsome chin hairs. Kenyon, a thicker-built southern gentleman with a full beard filled with brown and white hairs, scratches his head as he sits next to Keith and looks at him with a raised brow. Kenyon finally taps Keith on the shoulder, who turns to look at the camera.
Oh, hello. I'm Keith, and this is Kenyon. You may remember us from Next Chapter Con, or you may have read some of our books. Either way, we're here to invite you to the Next Chapter Con.
That's right. We're here to invite you to NCCX 2020.
Whoa. What is that?
What? The ceiling?
That sound.
Oh, you mean my voiceover. Well, you have that distinguished British thing going for you, so I thought I'd do something a bit different.
Is that Jayden?
No, this is Master Naofumi. Winston or Bomb?
No.
Would you believe that I'm Hal?
No.
How about Steven?
No. Jayden, would you like to do the invite?
Sure, Keith. Thanks. We invite you to join us on September 19th from 10 to 4 at the Colonnade Center in Ringgold, Georgia. There'll be a lot of great authors with fantastic stories, like Ellie Rain's Willow of Ashes, Seth Tucker's Winston and Bomb series, and more. There'll be adventure, romance, fantasy, science fiction, horror stories, thrillers, and much more. Our sponsors, Jumpmaster Press and Goat Reads, will be there too.
And how much can people expect to pay for that?
It's only $5 online in advance, or $7 at the door the day of the event. Are we still helping to support local schools and libraries with each day purchase? I guess we'll see you in the next chapter.
That's my line.
Your line? All you've been doing is moving your lips like a puppet.
Puppet? Oh, you just wait till I get home, son. I'll show you a puppet.
What are you gonna do? Climb through the camera and get me?
That's it.
So, Kenyon,
Yes, Keith.
tell us a little bit about this year's Next Chapter Con.
Absolutely. The awesome Seth Tucker will be there with his steampunk series. You can expect to find award-winning authors like Ellie Rain, Stephanie Osborne, and more. They'll be there as well. We've got genres from fantasy, science fiction, young adult, horror, thrillers. You can also expect to see middle grades, nonfiction, mystery, and more.
And what about kids?
So we don't have Kids Corner this year, but we do still have the magical mad scientist Dr. Osborne, a crowd favorite, coming back.
A lot of conventions have cancelled. What are you doing to help reduce the spread of COVID?
We're actually doing quite a bit. The convention center themselves are frequently cleaning high-touch areas like doorknobs and restrooms. There will be sanitization centers set up in various places. We're also having all of the volunteers will be wearing masks. We do recommend masks. We're not requiring it, but we are providing some masks at the door as well. Also, we're social distancing with traffic going one way throughout much of the convention, and numbers within the vendor areas are limited.
Last year you took a small portion of each attendee's ticket price and for a contribution to schools and libraries. Will you be doing that again this year?
Yes, absolutely. So $2 of every admission price, whether it's purchased prepay online or at the door the day of, will go back to local schools and libraries.
Okay. My wife would like to know if there will be coffee served.
Absolutely. So we'll still have coffee served at no charge to attendees, all courtesy of Orchard Church.
And I would like to know, will there be hot tea?